Alright, poor focusing, but the owner has been wearing out this hole. It's a 3/4, so I'm going to just lay a washer in there like that and drill a 3/4 inch hole in there and then weld this on here somehow. I know, it's not easy, right? But we'll just take you over to the drill press and we're going to drill a 3/4 inch hole in this baby. Maybe. Baby, baby. And be back when I get started. We'll close this so we don't get iron filings. We'll move some music. And we'll just drill a little hole in there for a pilot. I always leave a 1/4 inch. Are we talking? Yep. I always leave a 1/4 inch hole, or 1/4 inch bit, sorry. Can't talk, that's why I got a YouTube channel. I always leave a 1/4 inch bit in my stuff, in my drill press, so that I can just do a pilot hole without fooling around. Just like that. I'll just brush these filings away and we'll go to step 2. Maybe, baby. I think we're going to go to 1/2 inch. We're still watching? Yeah, sorry, I should have shut you off. Alright. We're going to reach it? Yes. Okay, now we're going to go to 1/2 inch. So this bit's been sharpened so many times, there's only a few inches left in it. Which is fine, right? It's perfect. Okay, so what's happening is my table's loose. A little more oil. Tighten the table up. And we'll get through this baby. Okay, let's get rid of these chips and I'll go to the 3/4 inch. Like Road King, I don't like using oil, but I do. Sometimes. The last guy is a step drill. I think it's 3/4. And I think that's 3/4. Right. I don't know. I gotta go all the way through. I'm gonna have to raise up the table. Whatever it's called. Okay, I think that's going to work. Oh, I want to go more. There we go. That's what I want to do. Okay, let's see if we can do this with a cheap, you know the kind of store you get these at, a cheap step drill. Are you ready? Are we ready? Yes. that almost calls for earplugs. It's working out. Lovely. Well, that's one of the easiest 3/4 inch holes I've ever drilled. Okay, sweep the stuff away. And we'll examine our work. I don't like filings in a garage, eh? Alright, that's pretty good. Come with me. That'll do. And where's our victim? That should be 3/4 of an inch. Now I'm just going to put some safety glasses on, grind this up, and see if that's the right size hole. Now that supposedly is going to match up, right? You can see where he's worn his hitch too. So that should fit. We're going to bang down the irregularities in the metal, but we can tell by sticking our finger in there whether it's a 3/4 inch hole or not. This is a 3/4 inch hole, it's just been worn. So if I weld that right on there like that, he will have, and then painted green of course, he'll have a little sturdier flange. So I have to take the paint off that and weld it on. Cool! Oh yes, the toe hitch hole, that turned out very, very well. Right there, he wanted that beefed up. Alright guys, this arm that holds the deck, which is actually used for leveling the deck, was loose. So I tightened them both. It still looks loose, but it isn't. It's not flopping. And I've got it about the same tension as the one on this side over here. They feel about the same. So when we lower the tractor down, we'll check the height of the deck. So my next thing is a little grease job. And we might as well do that while we're in the air. So Grandpa can sit down. So I'm Uncle Bruce, I'm Grandpa, Dad, husband. Have a good life. Whoop, have a good life. So I'm just cleaning up these grease zerts. Some people call them grease nipples to this day, which I do. I think there's only 2 grease zerts on this whole tractor. So I'm just going to heat them up with the propane torch. And you can maybe watch. I like to heat them up so that they flow a little better. Come on. Good. You don't need a close-up for this. Anybody who's watching this has probably greased something before. I'm just going to warm up the whole spindle a little bit without burning any rubber. Maybe the tire a little bit. Okay, I'm going to just pump a little grease in there and see how that goes. Not going well. Nope, it's not going in. Alright! So we're going to heat that zert up, or grease nipple, a little bit more. Now we'll see some fire. I'm going to get a, just what you might call an awl, and poke the end of that. There we go. Now that should do something. Gotta hold it square on this gun. There we go, we got some grease coming out. I'll show you that though. I'm going to heat up the bottom of the spindle. This one's not getting a poor man's power steering. Come on. No, it's just coming up the top. Now we'll just pump a bunch in and see if some comes up the bottom. I'm going to hold it. Nope, it's just making a mess. Shoot. Okay, well I'm going to turn you off until I get the rest of the grease done. Alright, I cleaned it all up, but I got grease to come out there. And I got grease to come out the bottom on both sides. Right there. I might get a flashlight for you, I guess. You can see there's grease there, and the top. Came off the top first. So that's good. Now I'm just going to use a grease needle and do those. And that one, and a few of the other moving points on the tractor. Now, if you don't, I've done this lesson before, but you might not have seen the video. Grease needle. Fantastic thing. Let's see if you can see that. Yeah, like that, right? So now we're going to just grease the fine points on the tractor. The ones that don't have a greasability. Okay, let's keep looking for more of those. Thanks. Hi guys, just a hint. Something I did do was when you buy a grease gun, they only come with that little tiny short piece of flexible hose. I bought a second flexible hose and just put it on. And now I've got 3 feet where I can reach in without having to crawl all over the place like a crazy person. Hey, I almost forgot to include you. I'm just doing an oil change. It's not going perfectly, but it's going okay. I used a piece of cardboard underneath the air cleaner, or oil filter, but it didn't quite go perfectly. Excuse me, I gotta wipe up some oil before it gets crazy. There we go. There we go, that's nothing. But sorry about that. Sorry, I apologize so much. There we go. So I just put a little hose on there. Boy. Mucking around with a camera in one hand. That's what that causes that, eh? So I'll just finish letting that drain and then we will fill it up. I'm just going to sharpen the blades first because I've got it up on jacks. They look pretty good, eh? They're They're not like a regular lawnmower blade. They're thicker. These are nice blades. I want to get these blades done and out of my, well, I guess I can't get them out of my hair because I haven't got much. So I'm just going to sharpen the blades with my bench grinder modified jack stand jack press thing. So you don't have to watch that. There's lots of blade sharpening videos out there. The one thing I do make sure is that the blade's not as sharp as a knife because the edge gets damaged too easy. Blah, 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 blah.